What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another Kingjvpes video, and today I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna do something that has been requested numerous times throughout all of my Instagram stories and stuff like that. Now, I know a lot of you guys on here are film shooters, but today I'm gonna show you guys some of my digital stuff. What I use when I go shoot portraits, when I go shoot events and stuff like that, and show you the kit and gear that I use to achieve the photos that I can get. So with that being said, let me just bring you guys down there real quick. Just hold on. Alright, so pretty much everything you see here is what I use when I go do portraits. I usually only bring 1 to 2 lenses depending on the type of shoot. I'll get into that more. Let's just get this out of the way real quick. So the first thing on the board for us is the camera body, and so this is the guy I shoot right here. This is the Sony A6000 mirrorless camera. Absolutely beautiful camera, I absolutely have to say. It has a 24.3 megapixel APS-C sensor. It also has an electronic viewfinder. This thing is super light, super portable, super lightweight, and that's why I love it. You still get the same quality of any type of DSLR out there in such a small and compact body, and also it feels pretty solid in the hands when you hold it, especially paired with some of the lenses that I have. Now, a lot of people ask me if I'll ever upgrade to full frame, and simple answer is yes. But what I want to do is I want to be able to use this, get as much use as I can out of this, and up my photo game and improve my skill before I invest $2,000 to $3,000 in a full frame camera. So for my body, it's the Sony A6000. Now, let's move on to the lens that I have on my camera 50% of the time when doing a portrait shoot. Now, I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is an 85mm 1.8 by Canon. It's the USM. So this lens right here actually came to me from a thrift shop, and it's in absolutely pristine condition. Super dope camera, but you guys are probably, did I just say camera? You guys are probably wondering how I get this Canon EF mount lens onto my Sony A6000. That's simple. This is what I use. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Omlight or Comlight autofocus EF to NEX adapter. And basically what you do is you clip this on here. Bam. Take the body and bam. And so that's the setup right here. Super dope setup. It's still lightweight. The lens is pretty bulky in the front, but now it makes the A6000 look more of like a formidable camera, right? So this is the Sony A6000 with the 85 1.8. Some of the most amazing images come out of this camera right here. Super clean, super crisp, 24.3 megapixels. What more can you ask for? Especially on an APS-C size sensor. The 85mm equivalent on a 1.5x crop factor ends up being like 127-ish, around that area. So technically, it acts like a 135mm portrait lens. So when the 85mm 1.8 isn't on my A6000, 50% of the time, the other 50%, this little guy right here is on the A6000. Alrighty folks, this right here is the Canon FD 50mm 1.4. Just absolutely beautiful lens. When this is on the A6000, the crop factor equals out to around like an 85mm almost. It acts like that, so beautiful. It's connected on a KNF concept adapter that allows you to shoot wide open all the way up to f/22. Just when mounted on the A6000, it's a really dope lens, and honestly, it's one of my favorite setups. And like I said, when the 85 isn't on my camera, this guy is right here. So the 85 and the 50mm Canon FD lens are my go-to lenses. And also, just look at the form factor of this thing. Like, it's tiny. You can literally walk around with this lens. It's super lightweight. That's what I love about the A6000 and just the NEX series in general. I should say Alpha series. But yeah, man, like, super dope lens. Very, very, very solidly built. Super smooth focusing ring. If you guys didn't know, it's manual focus. But yeah, that's the A6000 with the 51.4. probably my second favorite go-to lens other than the 85. Now the next two lenses I don't usually bring with me, but they're available when I need them. This right here is the Canon EF 28-105 lens, and it's an okay lens. It opens up from 3.5 to I think 5.6. Sorry, 3.5 to 4.5. So it's a good zoom lens. It gives me an equivalent of 42 to like 1 something. So it's there when I need it. I use it, you know, probably like 3 times out of the month. Yeah, so nothing too special about this guy right here. Still a great zoom for the money. If you can get your hands on the 28-135, that might be a little bit better. But for now, the 28-105 will do for me. This guy right here is the Sigma 24mm lens. This is actually a Sigma 2.8 24mm, and it's for the Canon FD line of lenses again. And so with the crop factor, 24mm is equivalent to about 36mm, which acts like a 35mm. So if I'm doing more environmental portraits, or if I want to get more of a background and stuff like that in the frame, I opt over to this guy right here. As you guys can see, the glass on this guy is beautiful, and with that 35mm like scope of view, everything gets wide. You get nice saturation, nice colors throughout the system. Just a really beautiful lens. Definitely, if you guys haven't adapted any of your film camera lenses from back in the day, do so. Amazing quality glass for cheap. Almost forgot to add one more lens in the lineup. Now this guy right here is the Sony 16-50 kit lens, and it's a little pancake lens. This thing is tiny. What's great about this guy right here is that it allows you to use all of Sony's native autofocusing abilities. So you get autofocus tracking and all that good stuff. And a lot of people bash on this lens right here for some reason. I mean, yes, it's the kit lens, and usually kit lenses are known not to be so great, but this guy right here, for being the size it is a great walk around lens. I've shot portraits with this before. They've turned out pretty good. I mean, all around a great lens, and this is why they include it with the kit. So if you guys ever do decide on getting an a6000, 6300, 6500, keep the kit lens and use it. Extremely underrated. So I literally just got this, you guys seen it in the intro, but this is the newer Speedlight NW320, and so far I haven't really gotten to use it so much. I'm doing this the day after opening it, so from what I have and what I've seen so far, it's a pretty good flash. I got it on Amazon for I think 67 bucks. So if you guys are looking for a Speedlight, you know, that's affordable, and that'll also keep the form factor really small and tight and compact, because usually flashes are known to be pretty big. So with this guy right here, you stay small and compact, like literally on top of the camera. This thing is tiny. So pretty much that's what it looks like. I mean, paired with the 50mm, it's really small and it's tiny. It literally kind of just looks like a microphone on top. I feel like it's still smaller than a DSLR, but damn, this is nice. I like it. I'm gonna use this flash a lot. You know, I might even do a review on it. If you guys are enjoying the digital stuff so far, comment down below. I might do some more, but you know, mostly this channel is mostly film. So yeah, that's the flash. Super dope, cheap, inexpensive, keeps the form factor small. So yeah, I like it. Now, one of the last things inside of my bag right here is this little Prism thing. I got it from Seattle, and yeah, it's kind of like a Prism. Doesn't exactly work how I want it to just yet, but I'm gonna do some more experimenting. Alright, so now we're gonna move on to the last thing in my kit, and it's this big guy right here. This is the Manfrotto 190 Go, made in Italy. Now, I don't know why, but for some reason when I started shooting a lot of photography, I've always wanted a tripod that was black and red. And luckily I found this for really cheap. It was 20 bucks. Person didn't want it. It was also missing on the top, the little attachment for the camera, so I bought that and it was good to go. So pretty much I got this Manfrotto tripod for a whopping total of $28. Now I love this thing right here. It's sturdy. The only thing I'd probably have to say is that these little locking, twisting thingies, like, yeah, they're fun and they're cool, but you know, sometimes they can get a little irritating. And also the overall size is pretty compact. It's designed to be a travel tripod, but at the same time, it's got some weight to it. So I don't know about that, but super sturdy tripod when it's windy, when you have unlevel ground. Absolutely amazing. I use this every time I go out and shoot with a tripod. So that's gonna wrap it up, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Now I know, like we said earlier, we are film shooters, but I do shoot digital for when I shoot commercial work or portraiture and stuff like that. So bear with me. Thank you guys for watching. Again, if you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Also, what do you guys shoot with? Do any of you guys shoot digital as well? I wanna know, because I feel like I'm not the only one who shoots digital and film. So that's it, everyone. Thank you guys for watching. As always, it's been Kingjvpes. Till next time. Whoosh.